Thank you so much. Beautiful world I'm trying to find. I've been in search of myself. Oh, it's just too hard for me to find. It's just too hard for me to find. So I'm in the search of something new. Searching inside you, as for real. What if there was no niggas, only master teacher? What if there was no homies, only master teacher? What if there was no niggas, only master teacher? What if there was no niggas, only master teacher? Even when the teacher tells some lies and cheating on your mama. Even when the preacher tells you some lies and cheating on your daddy. Even though you go through struggle and strive to keep ahead in your life. Everybody knows the black on white, there's creatures in every shape and size. Never miss a day in school, and he's the underdog. He wanna learn more and more. All his mama taught him good. See, he's about to change the face of your ghetto neighborhood. Walking to school today, saw my brother on the street. It seemed like everything was cool, except the mom was packing heat. Then he saw his own wings, and his mother was sad. Hey, will that time will pass by? What am I talking about? Everybody knows what the song's about. See, they be trying to hide the history. They know who we are. You want to see everybody rise to the next degree. Raise your hand high if you agree. Just say yes, sir. And then the people say yes, sir. Only if you agree. Say yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, 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 break it down. Say, oh, hey, hey, shoot. Oh, hey, hey, shoot. Oh, hey, hey, shoot. Oh, hey. Play choir musicians. Now, this song is called Soldier. It's from an album I have called New America Part 2, Fourth World War. No, Part 1, Fourth World War. And I named the album Fourth World War as a result of seeing a documentary called Fourth World War, which is about occupation all over the planet and the people's resistance to it. It was dedicated to showing how people resisted occupation in a peaceful way. frustrated with their families and friends and neighbors and enemies. An occupation is when the government comes in and takes your land from you without your permission because there's some natural resource underneath that they may want to obtain. So you have to leave. That's what occupation is. So it showed people's plight all over the planet. People in Argentina, people in different parts of South America, people in Africa, people in Egypt, people in the United States of America, Native Americans, people in China, people in Japan, people in Australia, people in New Zealand, all over the planet. It was just a very powerful documentary. But what touched me the most were the people's plight in Mexico, the Zapatistas. The Zapatistas were standing pretty much how you are standing right here in front of me today, except there's a barbed wire fence here, and there's a line of soldiers beside me pointing weapons at you, because this is your land. But through the whole thing, the people, the Zapatistas in Mexico had one finger in the air the whole time, and they didn't leave. And they were singing a song that said, Uno amor, something, something, something. Me no speak Espanol. But I knew that they meant that we would not leave this place until we walk peacefully back onto our land. I'm talking about mothers, grandmothers, daughters. After all, they had cooked on this land and sold on this land and reaped what they sold on this land and made love and had babies, and this is what they know. This is their home. But what's weird? Hold on. The weirdest thing about the whole piece was that the soldiers looked exactly like the people. So somewhere along the line, the people had been trained to be the soldiers. So they zoomed in on one of the soldiers, and he had a tear coming down his face. But he was still holding his weapon. He was holding strong. And the people were still singing. With one finger in their children, everybody. And I guess the energy got so heavy that one of the soldiers yelled, fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back. The soldiers began to fall back. And the people began to naturally walk back onto their land. Peacefully. And it touched me so much that I already had a name for the album, New America, but I said I'm gonna call my album 4 War, because this was 2008, and I felt in my spirit some kind of way that we would have a united uprising as well. I felt it coming, and I felt us being brave enough, and strong enough, and intelligent enough, and organized enough to demonstrate our confidence and our love for who we are as human beings. We are all human beings. And the weirdest thing to me as a child was to see someone be mean to someone because they were a different color. That's the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. And it's weird to my children too, but they ain't falling for it. It's a good thing that the old ways die with the old. There is freedom ahead for the slaves and the slave masters. So, this song, means a lot to me, and I just wanted to share that with you. And I thank you for listening and having your attention. But I want to go to verse 2. Can I do that?